Hello everyone, and welcome to Brian's Builds. Alright, and this week we have issue 35 of the Build Your Own X-Wing. So, covering up the character right there. Actually, I should probably do both because it's not showing any build thing there. Alright, so we are going to go straight to the build portion of the magazine, which I know this is still weird for me not going through, but you know, like I stated before, it's probably going to show like some cartoon characters or something in it. Okay, so Cockpit Canopy hydraulic system. Hinged at the back, the X-Wing Starfighter's angular cockpit canopy is raised and lowered on a pair of hydraulic struts that control the speed of movement and damp down any vibration. So if that gives you an indication on what some of the parts will be doing. Okay, so let me see if I can find my cockpit canopy here. So, we go for that. Alright, and we will be needing something of a tool. Be needing some pliers here. And these are technically modeling pliers. So, alright, so we have the cockpit and frame parts, which this issue's components include the parts for both hydraulic struts that fit at the back of the canopy. You also have 2 parts for the cockpit structure behind the pilot seat, plus 4 frame struts, or longerons. Pronunciation might not be correct, to assemble the forward fuselage framework. Okay, so these are our parts from this issue, and then we will also be using the framework pieces from issue 34 here. And just let me get my X-Acto, and I will get these out of the baggie. Okay, and that is empty. Alright, and then we get these parts out, and here's the framework right there, which I will need to take care of those, and these are some pretty small pieces right here. And there's another piece. Yep. There we go. And there we go for that. And that was stuck to that. And here we got some pins. And these are some of the pistons right in here, which these are plastic, seeing as they are on a screw. And then we have X-Wing 01 screws. And that is everything in this week's build. Okay, so more than likely you will end up seeing this before the end of the new year. I'm going to try to record everything that I can for, was it month 9 here? Or month 8? No, month 9. Okay. So I guess we we'll just get started. And seeing as this is not anything that we have done before, you know, just going to go through the steps, and we'll do that. Okay, so making the hydraulic struts, that is 12 steps. Okay, so the hydraulic struts are able to swivel and extend. Note that the pivot pins come in 2 sizes. Both have one. I don't know if there was supposed to be a word in here, because you notice there is a space. So I'm thinking this was like a printing error where somebody accidentally put the space in there. Okay, so if I read it as is, both have one plain end and one knurled end. Okay, so it was an issue with the typing before the printing, I guess. And it is important not to mix them up. Okay, so step 1 here. Take the Cockpit Canopy, assembly from stage 18, together with all the hydraulic strut parts provided this time. Okay, which would be these on the sprue, that piece, that piece, the pins, which are still in the bag right there, and that piece, and that piece. Okay. And step 2, here, let me just move all the other parts out of the way, get this off of here, and the canopy off. Okay, so step 2, carefully snap the hydraulic piston rods off the molding sprue to leave a plain rod with an eye at one end inset. Okay, so yeah, okay, so let's just zoom in, and hopefully these actually come off the way they're showing. Otherwise, I could always go downstairs and get my sprue cutters. Which I don't know why I left them down there, especially if this is going to be the case. But parts never generally, you know, just snap off. You gotta like twist them. So alright. So, I mean, I could understand if it was metal sprue, where you could snap it, because, you know, metal would have been sturdier to just snap off. But definitely plastic sprue. Okay, so step 2 is done. Alright. Okay, so now we need to take the canopy here, and if you notice, there are some holes right in there. Okay, so we're supposed to take these things, and I don't know if you notice, but these things aren't really much inset. You can tell that this side goes in a little further than that side, but that's about it. Okay, so step 3. Fit the eye of the first rod between the flanges of one of the hinges on the canopy, lining up the holes. Okay. And it doesn't tell us which direction the inset is supposed to be. And if you notice this, kind of hard to push this in so you can see if the hole is all the way open, which kind of looks like it is on that one. Okay, so where's that baggie? Okay. Alright, so zoom that out. Get these open right here. And those, okay, so they're two shorter ones and two longer ones. Okay, so step 4, take one of the smaller pivot pins and insert the plain end through the hinge and the eye. Okay, so this is practically like a yikes. Oh, what did I do with my, right here. Okay, so it might be necessary to have one of these pairs of tweezers where you can pick it up and you can let go and it'll keep itself positioned in the tweezers, so that way you don't accidentally let go of it. These do come in handy for modelers. So where's one of these little teeny tiny ones? Yeah, right here. These things are so small. Okay, you can see that I'm not squeezing it and it's staying in place. I mean, look how tiny that is. Jeepers. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be quite tricky, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm just gonna hold it right down in here just to make sure that it will try not to move. Okay, so that hole must not be completely lined up. No, it's not. Okay, I think that might be now. I mean, you have to be careful. Okay. Alright. That's in. Okay, and I'm going to have to clean these windows off a little bit. And then just take the pliers and gently push that pin in, only because you don't want to break that plastic. Alright, and I don't know if you can see that, but as I was pushing it in, it did cause a stress mark on the plastic. So, but that is in. And I mean, if you could tell on video there, I was doing that very, very slow and very gently too. Okay, so yeah, step 5, carefully use smooth-faced pliers, which these are, because these are technically modeling pliers. These do not have like the like automotive pliers do, where it's got the little teeth in there. And to press the pin all the way in, locking the knurling into the plastic. Okay, so in step 6 is repeat steps 3 through 5 to fit the second piston rod on the other side of the canopy. Alright, and then okay, so I put the... Okay, so I'm going to put this one in like that, because I put the inset on the outside of the hole. Hopefully that is the direction that it's supposed to go. Because I don't really know, because it doesn't say. Ah, goodness. This one doesn't even want to go in here. Now that's not even coming close to wanting to go in. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez, no, that doesn't even want to go in. Okay, so this is going to be a very, very tricky issue right here, especially with this one right here. Oh, jeez, I might have to hold this in place in order to make sure that it gets down where it needs. Oh, come on. Alright, well, oop. Oh, there it is. There's that little pin. Alright, let me... have that ready. Jeez. Come on. You know what? I think I'm going to have this point in the other direction here. Let me see if... Oh. Okay. Oh, dang it. Ah! Where did that go? Uh-oh. Oh, right down there at the bottom there. I almost had that too. Dang it. Alright. Try this again. Yeah, this is definitely not as easy as the other one was. Come on. Come on. You know what? Where do I have... I think I have my file up here. I am just gonna file down one side of this. I don't care if the paint comes off. Because I can always repaint if I have to. So, I mean, I've just somewhat filed down some of that paint just to see if this will go in any easier. Okay, and it seems to have done just that. Okay. Alright, so that worked. Well, you know, I might not have to repaint because it's completely covered. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, dang it. Oh, well, let me check to see if that hole's still properly. No, I can't even see through it. That's probably why. Okay. As long as that doesn't move. We should be good. Hold it right there. Oh, jeez, am I going to have to push? Come on, oh, jeez, yeah, see, look, I mean, it popped up. Damn it. This is definitely as hard as it looks. There's no really good way to do this. Oh, come on. Oh, God dang. I wonder how the heck I ended up getting that other one in so quick compared to this one. I mean, I pushed that one in and... Okay, so this is probably going to be a longer video than I thought it was going to end up being. You know what? Here, I'm going to file down the other side too. This is just ridiculous. What the heck did I do with my file? Did I put it back in the drawer? Yes, I did. Oh. Alright. Alright, so now I have filed down both sides. And I know that it was supposed to be so that way, you know, this would stay in place, you know, so snug and whatnot, but... did the pin go? Oh, come on. Go in the back here? I hope it didn't go on the floor. There's the two bigger pins. There's those parts, those parts. Oh, God. I think it might have gone on the floor. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to have to look for that later. And I might finish that cockpit in a different video. Or the next video after this, because yikes. Okay. Alright, so we're going to completely skip that, so that way I can try to find out where the heck that other pin went. Alright, so step 7. Take one of the strut bodies and one of the mounts and fit them together like this. Hopefully these ones are easier than that one. Okay, so these look exactly the same, so... Alright. So hopefully these should be much easier to put the pins in. So step 8 is take the pin and then put it in here, and then step 9 is to press the pin in all the way. Okay, there we go. And apparently all we're going to be doing is... Oh, that's the wrong one. We're just going to take this and put this is... Put this end over that end. Like that. Alright, and then I'm just going to make the other one. So hopefully by issue 36, I should have the found that pin and gotten that other hinge in there. So, oh, that's pretty good actually. All right, and just okay. Okay, so that one's done, and obviously I can't put it on the other piston right there because of that missing pin. So hope the heck I find it. Luckily, seeing as I do pretty much all of my own car work, I do have some of those magnetized picker-upper things, the sticks that you can extend them and whatnot. So Alright, so we're done with the Canopy for now, so we're just going to try to hurry this up so this way this video is not too long. Alright, so making the frame. The 4 frame struts fit together with the 5 cross members you received with issue 34. Make sure you get all the components the right way round. Okay, so put the baggie and get those 4 things out. Okay, and these are labeled. Okay, so apparently labeled. I don't see a part number on them or anything. But they are different. So I guess we're just going to have to try to figure this out. Okay. Because, you know, step 1 says lay out all the frame parts like this. The cross members are graduated in size and the struts are marked L and R. Where? Oh, okay. L. Okay. I don't know how the heck I missed that the first time. Okay. Is he right here? See the tiny little imprint? You might not be able to. Sort of looks like an R. They didn't do a real great job with that. And this one is seen quite a bit better. Now, where the heck did they put the... Okay. See, that's how the R should have been shown on that other cross member. So that's going to be the other L. Or left. Okay. And... it's obviously the biggest one right there. So then you got this one and then that one. Okay. Step 2. Take the smallest cross member 1 and the upper strut A, which is marked L. Fit them together as shown. Thinking they mean this one? Kinda? Okay, I'm gonna go with that one right there. And this, so just go in there, or like that. No, it's showing it all the way at the end here. Okay, like this. Okay, so it's showing it like that. So they push into these slits in here. Alright, so this needs to have XW01 screws now. Oh, there we go. I cut right through the baggie. Okay, and screwdriver. And screwdriver. Okay, there we go. And oh, come on. There we go. Seems to be going in just fine. Okay, there we go. Tight. Okay, step 4 is fit the second strut B, which is marked R, on the opposite side of this cross member. Okay, so we're going to be doing that, and then now we take another screw, which is step 5, right there, and then we get this other screw in here. Okay, there we go. Makes a nice little V shape. Okay. Step 6, take the next largest cross member, 2, which goes all the way around, which goes this way around, and locks into the slots into the frame struts. So, just wondering, does this actually have an imprint of number 2 on it? No, I don't see anything, but this is the next largest one. Okay, so I'm guessing that this goes into that one right there, like that. Okay, so the cross members go into the ones that have the slits in them. So if you count, there were 5 cross members. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there at the end. Alright, well, this isn't completely bad so far. Alright, so step 7 is take the next one, number 3. Oh, am I putting them in the wrong direction? Okay, that one was screwed in the right direction. Okay, so that one is put in the right way. However, when we put this one in, this one goes this direction with those screw holes facing the opposite direction. Okay, so we're all good. Alright, so we put that one in there. Okay, that was step 7. And repeat the process with the 4th cross member, number 4. Okay, and this one also goes this way around. Going by the pictures that they have in the issue right here, which it does show only the 2 front ones are facing the front, and the last 3 are facing the rears. That, okay, so, and this one will be facing this way, just like that. So that was step 9. Okay, and step 10 is use 2 XW01s to keep this one in place in the back. Okay. Alright. So, just make sure that we get that one down in there. And it's not lining up with the hole. There we go. And that one's lined up. And when we get done putting the second screw in, we can actually let it go. And everything should keep themselves nice and in place. And that one's tight. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, step 11, take the lower strut C, which is marked R, and align it with the assembly like this. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, there we go. Alright, so goes in like that. The pins on the tops have to go into the holes right there. Okay. And what does it say? Alright, so step 12, fit the lower ends of all the cross members into the slots in the strut like this. Okay, which that's, I did figure that out. Okay, step 13, fit the last of the frame struts D in the same way on either side of the structure. And step 14 is fit both ends of strut C and D with XW01 screws. Okay, so before I put that other cross member on, I'm just going to get this one screwed in place. So that way, you know, it doesn't like come loose or anything or pop off while I'm doing anything else here. So alright, there's that one. And yeah, one extra screw left over. And I think that's lined up right there. I don't know if that actually went in all the way. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Now it's lined up. Alright. And then we'll take this frame, put that on there, making sure all those pins go into place. And then go ahead and screw that one in. That screw doesn't seem to actually be in there right. Huh. That happens sometimes. Alright. Alright, now that's lined up properly. I thought I had backed it up beforehand enough. Alright, that one should be in there. Alright. Alright, and there's a completed fuselage framework. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, probably the easiest part of all this. Okay. Okay, so that's done. The final assembly should look like this. Note that some of the mounting points on the top of the cross members face forwards and some face backwards. Yeah. Okay, so now the targeting computer. Fit the small detail to the side of the main unit that fits at the back of the cockpit. Okay, so it's literally just these two parts right here. Okay, so I take the two final parts supplied this time. Okay, so they are holding it. Wait, how are they holding it? Like this. Okay, so they're holding it like that. The mounting pins are different sizes, so the detail only fits in one way around. Okay, and see, that hole right there is bigger than that hole right there. And you probably can't really see that. There. So that goes in there like this. Just like that. And there we go. And that's it. So that is that finished. Alright. Alright. And that is all for issue 35. And wow. Yeah, so I need to find out where that other pin went and see if I can get that other hinge locked in place so I can put the other piston part up on that. Oh, Oh, you know, one other thing. I don't know if people in the UK or Europe, if they're getting this, are going to be getting the same gifts as we are here in the US. But Star Wars Power Bank. Yep. It's actually got kind of cool. It's got the like the plug-in for anything that has like one of the Android plugins, but it has suction cups on the back. So I mean that's kind of cool. All right. So that was the free gift for month 9. So cool. Stormtrooper. Alright, so like I said, I will try to find that and take care of all that, and should have that all done. That is if I find that pen for issue 36 here. Alright, so until the next build your own X-Wing or build your own R2, or my next Eagle Moss DeLorean mod. Thanks for watching.